play Hulkling at high Evo, does he grow? Why would he grow? Oh, you mean if he copied like regular Hulk? I don't know. God bless you, finally snapping me back in the Proving Grounds. Got me. Let She-Hulk be free here, so they don't know exactly what we're doing in the vault.
Wind, aid my hand.
I think it's just this. Then we'll play our boom bots on the last turn. Oh no! Not sand, man. I just soak 9, right? So I don't lose to Eliath. So if I do this, I lose to Eliath, yeah? Actually, do I? I get -3 here down to 12, but then I gain 6 up to 11. And then my Marvel hits? Nah, this is fine. This beats Eliath. Unironically, one of the reasons I wanted to play this deck is it should be decent into Sandman, so. Marvel doesn't. I'm not counting Marvel. I'm gonna gain 6 here from 4 on the Sunspot plus 2 on the Nebula. And Marvel hits right, is when I said Marvel hits. There are a lot of cards in this that don't see a lot of play lately, yeah. Imagine playing a toxic deck and then getting salty when you get outplayed. I mean, Sandman's kind of an annoying deck because I don't think I would describe anything I did in that game as really outplaying my opponent. Like, there's not a lot of finesse to playing against the Sandman deck. You don't see as much Airship anymore. Its play rate has definitely been dropping a bit. It's sub 20% on the public tracker. He says as he cues into Airship. sites do people use for deck suggestions these days? All of the really smart people get their decks every week from Jeff Hoagland's Best Decks Roundup. What do less smart people do? It's tough to know. I try not to associate with people who are less smart.
It's clobbering time.
A lot of points in the middle. A lot of points in the middle. Sure would be a shame if they didn't count for nothing. Life is suffering.
Clear for takeoff.
Life is suffering. Everything sucks and then I die. For fuck's sake. Imagine not snapping this. Hi Mark, thanks for the half a year, welcome back. Imagine not snapping. There's a randomly generated leech for those paying attention.
Oh, snap.
Red Guardian and Vision actually in their deck. So Sunspot will be in danger again, but I'm snapping Sunspot She-Hulk most of the time. Alright, Squirrels being Sunspot is safe from what's-his-face at least. Electro? Electro. Storm. I'd like to get rid of this one for sure.
Wind aid my hand.
This is actually pretty good for us as local man about to be Eliath on 6. Wait a minute. Blink hits the storm. Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, I should have put Blink in the middle. Nope, they're gone. Cool.
Victory.
Blacklight! Thanks for the prime. Appreciate it. Good morning, good morning. Lovely friends here in the center. The Supergiant assist there was pretty funny. It was, yeah. It's just like, again, I don't know that we're gonna lose this game, but it's just deeply annoying to have them make my card worse because Erisham randomly generated that meta. Which is like one of those super feels bad man moments. Yeah, I can blink into Doom. That's why we ended on the Legion. I'm just trying to figure out which lanes we're playing for. I don't think I have the capacity to play for all of them is the problem. Oh, I guess this does it, right? This will give me +7 here. Because the Legion goes -2, but then the Sunspot goes +2. This gives me thin margins here and here. I feel like they're incentivized to play for the center. That's close. Oh, we beat that, yeah. We played Marvel on 5 to settle for a 1-cost She-Hulk. I mean, that would have been completely torched when they used the Hawk, right? That we knew about? Wow, super flow for the second time in this match. Wake up, sheeple. Definitely puckered when the Scarlet Witch flipped up there. Holy.
Wind, aid my hand.
Actually kind of bigger. Are we gonna Legion Braid this storm with the blink? We might. Is she could turn into Miss Marvel too? Ah, unlucky. Unlucky. I'm just okay again. Am I? Probably gonna be a leave angle. Wondering why they were filling the right. This is close. I think we stay. I think they feel safe here, and they're going to play hard for the middle. Like, I have priorities. Like, they don't have to worry about Shang and stuff. Above, a little bit above rate Lady Deathstrike, for sure. Swinging for 16 points here. They can cover the middle of Sentinels. Sure, they still need a 5. They don't know that we're not playing middle, though, is the problem. green on the last turn for the next one. That's a wild play slash stay. They lost to 2 points middle and 4 points left.
Wind, aid my hand.
We are the future.
Just tried your last deck with Marvel Boy, Havoc, and looking for a way to play Havoc, and it was very fun. Yeah, I think that list is solid. Alright, so we'll get +8 on the right here from the Nebula, which is great. But obviously, Miss Marvel gets to do some stuff here, too. I don't think it's likely that they're stream sniping. It's probably just an Airship player doing Airship stuff. Wow, just let me be a salty motherfucker. It's your facts. So this is winning here on its own, and Blink is turning Jeff into Legion or Doctor Doom. So I think it's this. I think it's this. Well, I guess if we roll Doctor Doom left, I missed there. I missed the Marvel bonus there, I mean. As this game now confirms, and as I often say, almost 0% chance they were ghosting last game, and they're actually just someone who stays in for really small marginal numbers and never uses the retreat button. So, it feels bad when they stay in a game where they're beat by almost anything, but then they just did that again and we had anything, so they were beat by it. As I often like to say, 99% of the time when you hear a content creator accuse their opponent of stream sniping them, they're not actually being sniped, they're just salty they lost a game, myself included. I just at least try to have enough self-awareness to admit to that. Have some adverts, we're gonna play some more of this deck when we get back. It's been a fun set so far. Thanks for hanging out, don't go anywhere. Subscribers, if you enjoy all of the wonderful shirts that I wear on stream from Into the AM, I've got a giveaway going on in the subs Discord server. They sent me 4 $25 gift card codes to give away. So if you want to check out my Into the AM with some freebies involved, make sure you're in there and react with the golden Kraken emote to the post. I'll pick a winners for that tomorrow morning. Slider up here on this scene as well for the day. Is it US only? I think they ship globally. should do that. Let's do that. Brahma said, thank you for the 15 months. Welcome back. I don't see a list of, United States. Oh, there's a bunch of different currencies listed at the bottom of their site, so I assume they ship global. What condition are your oldest shirts in from them there? They're really good. In fact, a couple of the shirts in this ticker here in the corner are almost 3 years or over 3 years old at this point. They do ship globally. I bought a few of them in the UK. Good stuff. Jergy, thank you for the 2 months. Appreciate the prime. So Hoaglandia's whales in chat, by the way. We've got some brand new whale emotes queued up. Oh, I need to refresh mine so they appear. We added them earlier in the stream. Where are they at? We have an entire range of whale emotes for Hoaglandia's various larger sea creatures. A couple of dolphins in there too. Wow. I'm usually not a graphic t-shirts because the ones I felt in the past are extremely rough. These are not rough. They're high quality t-shirt material. They're very, very good stuff. Good stuff, yes. Rufus Drice, thank you for the 22 months. Gen X here, subbed in all 3 spaces. Come for the gameplay, stay for the progressive politics. Thanks for keeping me around. I think we gamble Sunspot on the right, because if I put him on the left, we won't be able to miss Marvel that location. Some of the best t-shirts I own, if not the best. Yeah, they're good stuff. Like I said, my neighbor looked at me kind of funny when Christy and I were standing outside with a giant pile of shirts to shoot the pictures for our custom scrolling advert, but my closet is almost all their stuff for my t-shirts these days. I think I have 30-ish, 29-ish.
Wind, aid my hand.
How's their underwear? You know, I don't think I actually have any boxers from them. Oh man, are we about to blink Legion brain this flooding chat? We might. We might be about to blink Legion brain this flooding, we'll see. Ooh, Marvel Boy makes doing that less appealing. It's sad that Marvel Boy is hiding on the left though. Can't Lady Death strike him away? Do I just strike these over here just so they can't power them up? I think so. That's rude. Punished for pulling the trigger on Death Strike when I did. Your neighbor may have had more than funny looks if you were modeling their underwear. Someone asked how their boxers were, by the way. I do not have any experience with boxers. I have, I think, a couple of pairs of pants and then t-shirts and maybe a pair of shorts. Red Hulk is 16. Can I draw She-Hulk? We cannot. So we're dead? I think we're dead. Unlucky. Right, I'm gonna run a second one back here. I'll play for 6 on the next one, because our Lady Deathstrike deck should be pretty good against Patriot Marvel Boy here long term. I don't think there's a 700k bit emote. If you think of something, let me know. I think I topped out at 5k. Let me check now. I think 6 and 5 are both empty, or was it just 7? Yeah, 6 and 7 are both empty right now. 6, 7, and 8. And you are the only one at 7 and 8, Giggity. Leviathan and Krakens are as deep as the mythical lore goes. Dynamite! Thank you for the 5 months, appreciate it. It's a Red Hulk on curve. Need to start adding old gods after the Leviathans, baby. It's the snap music. Yep. Always the snap music on my channel. We do not believe in stealing licensed music here in Hooglandia. The ongoing deck for yesterday was Chef's Kiss. Yeah, it was really good. We might revisit that one today. But that might be what we do after this. I gotta check my list of things. Never played Hades. Yeah. Super Giant makes excellent games. Although I think I personally preferred Transistor to Hades myself. I guess my favorite Super Giant game. Play Bastion. Yeah, Bastion's good too. I actually preferred Bastion to Hades as well. I'm not big on sit there and repeat the same content over and over again. It gets dry for me. You should Electro off there for Legion Scan. That's an interesting thought. Yeah. Played the wrong 5-7. Hold, please. Hey, Miko, thank you for the 13 months.
Systems go.
Hard to imagine we used to live in a world without an end turn button. Honestly, big true. Keef, thank you for the 15 months. Okay, they play one card here. Titania stays on my side. They play no cards here. Titania jumps across, and I'm at 13-7, so I win. I'm just full soaking here like a Utah teen, so they have to get up to 19 here to beat me. Seems like they're pretty torched, yeah? If you didn't understand the Utah teen reference, I would encourage you not to Google it on a work computer. This is my small gift to you this morning. Don't use your work PC. It's a roll for breakfast. You believe there's people grinding Sandman and Airship all day, chat, when you can be playing decks like this one? Lady Deathstrike seems solid. She's been fun today. Yeah, those people are weird. I'm running Loki. LOL. Is speed worth the tokens? If you have to ask that question, I think you know the answer. What are replacements for Blink in this deck? Not really. She's pretty important. Helps you get rid of Electro. I hate when we don't get to know which of the two cards they copied on us. So sad. I'm so sad. It's a little awkward. I'm gonna go next. I think this matchup's probably good for us with so many ways to get rid of Limbo. Should always remember to mute before I retreat. People who are terrible at this game think it's a big deal when you retreat after you snapped. Fun fact, one of my best pieces of advice if you are someone who is struggling to be successful at Marvel Snap, the best measuring stick for something you're doing wrong, in my opinion, is if you are not retreating games you snapped in with some frequency, you're either not retreating enough, not snapping enough, or both. Best advice for getting an infinite avatar, be lucky, or alternatively, don't be unlucky. Both good suggestions. You gotta remember, if you have like a 75% win rate, you're only going to get an infinite avatar in 1 out of 3 that you play. It's incredibly unlikely that you close. Sometimes I snap to bluff. Well, to be fair, if you're trying to bluff snap, you're also making an incredible mistake. Should not be bluffing in Marvel Snap. I want to end on this so that way I can blink Storm into Legion here.
Wind, aid my
Bluffing in a game like poker or Marvel Snap requires that your opponent be smart enough to understand what you are representing with your bluff. And most of the time, that's just not true in Snap. Your opponent is not thinking hard enough about the game to understand what your bluff is supposed to represent.
Behold my mighty hand.
You can't bluff someone that doesn't understand what they're supposed to be playing around.
Victory.
I say this every time this comes up, but truly, genuinely, every time I look at a deck like this one we're currently playing, and it looks a little bit like a pile, it ends up feeling better than I was expecting it to, in large part due to the fact that we have so many ways to interact with locations. Having 2 or more cards that let you change locations in your deck raises the floor on the power level of your deck by so much. It's so powerful to be able to interface with locations on demand. It reduces so much variance that the game has. But it's not sexy or exciting to play cards that just reduce your variance. People would rather just complain about, you know, I'm unlucky. Bluffing Shang-Chi is the only time I ever bluff. Even that one's kind of sketch, honestly. The number of opponents that stay in games where they're 100% into Shang-Chi is super high.
I am Iron Man.
wind, aid my hand.
Clear for takeoff.
I wanna soak up some sun. Do 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 do. Oh, it's actually just this, yeah. Well, actually, I'm guaranteed to have priority going into next turn. Nah, I want to just make sure. I don't want them to be. Can they beat me if I get rid of the Iron Man? Does it ever soak into... Dude, I think we do this. Definitely just do this. And then... So there's some question on if I want to actually end the game or not. Unironically, is it Soak 6? Soak 6 gets me to 13 here. And then this gets me to 18, and this gets me to 21. Yeah, I'm beating, that's what I just counted. I'm beating Onslaught the Claw. This adds 8 on the right, and it adds 15 on the left. You're beating Spectrum. Their deck doesn't play Spectrum. Just beat Tribunal. I didn't count if we beat Tribunal. I think it does.
Victory.
Tribunal would have been another +5 here. So they would have been 11, 37, 57. Yeah, we were beating Tribunal. They would have been 19 everywhere. I didn't count it, and we should have counted it, but we were beating that. This card's so much fun, and this artwork is so good. This deck's been really slick. I've liked it. I've liked it a lot. We haven't been getting Airship or Loki much, and the game's been fun. Probably just a coincidence, right? That the game's been fun when we haven't been getting Airship and Loki. Alliances.
Epic.
Alliances. Why would you say that? Yep. Chat, you know how I always tell you there's always a bigger whale? You know how I say that frequently when people ask me if I'm the highest collection level in Marvel Snap? There's someone on Twitter pointing out they have almost 300,000 collector tokens. 300,000. This is very appropriate. Not only did we queue into Airship and Loki, but they had turn 1 Loki. Yeah, that math checks out. That math checks out. For reference, chat, I am collection level 80,000, and I currently only have about 100,000 tokens. I think this is actually really good for me, yeah? I Scarlet Witch the middle, I Miss Marvel the middle, I Doctor Doom the middle. Vibranium also unironically fine. If I soak 5, I go to 8 here. And then when I Doctor Doom, I gain 10 with Miss Marvel, and we win the game. I lose to Storm or Vibranium Mines, I guess. Sure, we mute them before that happens. Are you counting their Jeff? Their Jeff can't play into Death's Domain, it will die. So Vibranium and Storm are the cards that beat us. And naturally, they won their 50%er to have a Vibranium. Not a coincidence that one of the least interesting, least fun games we played involved a turn 1 Loki. Please deliver us 2 days. 2 days. Have some ads. I'm running to the bathroom rather than punching my monitor. Loki's redesign is the biggest miss their design team has possibly ever had. 1.2k shillings from Shillionaire. Remembering the time I spent hundreds of thousands of shillings to get Jeff to play a Teamer Brawl deck he ended up not liking. I have regrets. Yeah, I actually prefer to do viewer decks that come with some deck building. It's more fun for me if I get to fill in the details. Gambit, Exodia combo before the new card releases. I think I'm just gonna stick to playing decks I want to play. It's easier to not get as frustrated when I'm picking, at least. I'm doing it to myself. Viewer decks have been kind of scuffed. Viewer decks in a bad meta are always kind of scuffed.
Clear for takeoff.
Yeah, Blink's unfortunately a pretty required card here. Do they punt the center? I'm supposed to be winning at all three, but they're like definitely playing right. There's a chance this wins the center. I don't think they're an Ultron deck. Usually the Kyarian decks aren't Ultron decks. This is a Gilgamesh deck duck. Oh, they just hit all three. Yikes. Actually kind of close on the breaker here. We'd have won with Doctor Doom. If I'd have gone She-Hulk Doctor Doom, we actually won the game. But yeah, so we bet up by one in the middle. Yeah, for people asking about Blink and Lady Deathstrike, they're not really replaceable in this deck, unfortunately, if you're missing them. Those are the two ways we get rid of Blink, and getting rid of Blink so our She-Hulk can work is pretty important.
Opponent owns.
To everybody in chat that just said, did you meet Electro mods? I would like for you to time all of them out. Thanks. Key 50-50 to lose. Viper could be interesting instead of Blake. That's a good bit worse than my experience. Spending your whole turn forward to Viper is... think we're dead here, and I don't really feel like playing against airship, so I'm gonna go next.
Escape.
Locations like Scar ignore priority and randomly determine which card reveals first. Yes. I'll play a couple more with this. Well, move on to something else. Chaotic playlines is a good way to describe what our deck is doing. I agree with that. We hit from a few different angles. Also, just are like okay at spreading numbers out while having good location variance mitigation. First into the AM shirts just got here and they're insanely comfy. Thanks for checking out the sponsor, Small Scale. They are good stuff indeed. Legion or She-Hulk on the left. Blink is guaranteed to get us a more expensive card. She-Hulk conveniently dodging dodging Shang-Chi. Let's do this just to leave me options over here, and it puts me one more point into here.
Doom rules all. There's no strings on me.
Got him, my game. Miss Marvel Doctor Doom's just a real solid one, too.
Victory.
Should get points into all those hard to reach places. Real back scratcher. You tried the new Val game. Yeah, we talked a little bit about it yesterday. After playing some Deadlock over the weekend, I think a lot of the other team fighter hero battler games set to come out this year and next year are probably in a little bit of trouble. Because Deadlock is genuinely so much better than everything else I've touched in that genre in the last year or two. any remote interest slash hype I had in Marvel Rivals is completely gone at this point. Just like Deadlock is, it's just so like it feels like something truly unique and interesting. It's the first game I've played in a long time where I'm like, wow, that's actually like new and good. It's not just like a various like new iteration of something that already exists. I could have saved this, but you chose not to let me. Is bouncing, it looks like. Does bounce ever beat Legion Scam? That's an interesting thought. Probably not, yeah? Yeah, probably not. Legion we're spending tokens on. Yeah, I think he's a solid pickup. So they need to add 13, 14 to the left while also adding 2 to the right, 4 to the right. Yeah, pulling their bishop out of the center is interesting. Maybe they just thought I was going to compete hard there, so they got a little punished. Oh my gosh, when the second card was there, I was like, oh, we're torched, but then it was Kitty Pride. Well. Watch him be playing Jeff. It's a shame we didn't draw our own Jeff, but... Yeah, Valk almost got us on left. Getting to see Valk in a game that we win feels like a big deal. So this new Deadpool emote, the Miss Marvel, a new Miss Marvel FU. There are... all of the emotes in general are like Baskin Robbins 31 flavors of fuck yourself, if we're being honest. Our opponent's about to be very restricted.
Wind, aid my hand.
Even the acid arrow left doesn't really get us here because I have Lady Deathstrike. They need like a Titania plus a Kitty Pride here to have a shot. Even then, I still get to play center. They need to lock me out of playing Lady Deathstrike on 5 left. Taking all of next week off to burn some PTO. You're not going out of the country randomly or anything, are you? No, I'll be here all next week. We draw Doom, we can also Blink Legion the center. That is a fun line. Deathstrike has been an absolute MVP in the games we've played this set. She's been so good. We can blink Deathstrike into Doom. Maybe? That's probably not enough to win the center, right? Uh-oh, better take a point off her if she's too good. Facts. And this adds 18 to the left. I've been playing a bit of the Pixie and Nihilist deck with Deathstrike, and she's good against a lot of the meta right now. Yeah, that tracks. Aeroship's on the downswing, and she's bad there. Yes, we also get to dodge Valk because of priority. You can call out.
Victory.
God. I think this is better for them than us. How we roll it? The Monster Island actually makes their beast worse here, which is solid for us. A snap on the blink draw. Board's not stellar for the opponent. Random rock plus card in hand is mediocre for bounce. The Monster Island makes their beast awkward left.
Victory.
What's the newest card in this deck, by the way? Is it Blink? I think it's Blink, yeah. When did she release? She's been out for a little bit, right? April? Blink was May. She's that recent, huh? What if I She-Hulk Sinister and then Legion Lukes? I stopped playing in March, and Blink is the only card here I don't have. Sometimes somewhere in there. The opponent might be able to get into Luke's bar, sure, but probably not as much as we can with Scarlet Witch, right? Or Doctor Doom. Plus, Jack, come on, embrace the Legion brain. Zilly, thank you for the 13 months. Welcome back. They Valk right and win the tiebreaker. How are they Valking right? All their cards are going back to their hand. I have priority here. No cards are staying on the board this turn. Oh shit, they're generating cards in their hand though. Awkward. Against Not Bounce, that would have been good. They had too many cards that could generate cards in their hand. I just expected, I suppose. Oh, they took priority. No, but that doesn't matter. They're going to be able to keep... They're going to be able... For people that are saying... It is incredible to me that people can see this Kitty Pride stay in play and then sit here and think my opponent can't add more stats on the left. How do you think this Kitty Pride stayed in play, chat? How do you think the Kitty Pride stayed in play? Oh, what was happening there? Sticky feet, something like that. Good old grit and determination. Can we not Death Strike middle and win the tiebreaker? I would encourage you to read Lady Death Strike's text box. Ooh, I haven't reloaded steps since the last OTA. Do I lock this one up, actually, to keep them restricted in the center? I think so.
Wind, aid my hand.
Yikes, poor She-Hulk. She's trying so hard, chat. That's fine. She'll cost 4 next turn, and then I can close with a 5 on the last turn. I think Nebula getting +4 and Sunspot getting +3 should win the left. Maybe Copium? You're at 12? So we're gonna need Doom or Jeff. Am I just passing here? I might just be passing here. Miss Marvel right, She-Hulk mid gets hosed by Asteroid. It's a shame I can't blink the Nebula. We're kind of just flipping on where their monkey goes. 16 probably beats not monkey middle. Does she still get pulled from Dark Dimension? She does, yes. Let's see, we can show that. Feels bad to lose the coin flip. And again, just one of those spots that it's so hard not to feel cheated. Probably just a 50-50, but... especially considering how badly their play lost to Dr. Doom. With Asteroid M, do they always go middle? No, they fill the center to keep Monkey on the right if they want to play Monkey right. I like how aggressively this deck can play Sunspot to face down location, just because we have Scarlet Witch and Storm to kind of cover their ass. Legion mid and Force Monkey, right? That's an interesting thought. It would have, yeah. Oh my gosh! Talk about a diff. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy, old pal. I'm pissed off for them. Chat, they just won their 50-50. We're due. What was it? Marvel Stampos House. Is there a wrong way to eat this, Rhesus? Probably not, right? I think either 5 is game winning here. When in doubt, Legion breed it out. But we're just gonna put this Marvel Snap board safely in the Disney Vault. Legion continuing to be one of the best cards Marvel Snappers refuse to play more of. Alright, we got 2 shots to take their last 2 cubes here. Do I want to Chibi Jeff's Changa, or do I want to leave it in play so it counts as a 0 for Miss Marvel? Could go either way. I could wait a turn to decide. Chimichanga can let us blink a card later. That's a good shout. Okay, so the game plan here is storm the left, blink the storm into Legion. Although I guess it could be Doctor Doom or Lady Deathstrike here too. The only thing they can play center is Valk or Black Swan stuff. I think it's Miss Marvel into She-Hulk Blink. Or like She-Hulk Deathstrike if we draw it. Then putting both stat sticks into Atlantis feels strange. They have Valk for mid. Yeah, but they need more than one card there with the Valk because of Jeff. This is their opportunity to get others into the mid. Some combination of 5 plus She-Hulk next turn. Says local man about to eat an ice man into the blink. But this is game winning. Yeah, they're definitely Valking the middle. If they Valk the middle, do I assume this is enough to win here ever? We'd be leaving if they weren't all in, I think. I think I want to play harder for the right. Call me El Grande. Thank you for the prime. Appreciate it. This gives us 22 right. Especially on ladder, I wish there was an option to skip past these end of turn sequences like this. Got like 30 seconds of my life back. It's very clear what the outcome of the game is, despite all these animations having not finished yet. Alright, we got us a rubber band match after losing a 50-50. See if we can lock it up here, huh? That's worse for them than us. Maybe. Demon's fine into there, I suppose. Just playing out Wanda on curve here. Are we resisting or embracing Legion Brain, chat? It might be an embracing goal. I mean, they should play around us going to 8 on the right here. They need to put 9 on the right while also playing into deep space. And they did Beast last turn, so it's possible they do that. It was unfortunate that they hit Acid Arrow so Storm couldn't slide right. If they missed on Acid Arrow, we would be +4 on the right, and then we'd be almost a sure thing here, but we lost the Kate 50-50. Our Tuesday's going all right, Obi. Games have been reasonable this morning. Yep. Opponent played around this perfectly. Not a whole lot we could do there. Like I said, I think the acid arrow meant that we were dead. Fun without the acid arrow, we would have been +2. Nah, I think we're still Torch Shiva without it, right? We would have needed to, if we would have not had the acid arrow happen and we would have drawn Jeff, we would have won.
Escaped.
Because that would have gotten us +2, or that have only tied us. we would have been 10. No, I think we were dead either way. Yeah, I think we were dead either way. Close set. I've been sitting on this deck for a while, so I think we're gonna go ahead and move off of it, even if it is ending on a loss. That's fun. We played a lot of, I think the only game we played that didn't feel competitive or fun was the one where we got Loki'd on turn 1 by the Airship deck. Decks that get to play a bunch of ways to interface with locations continue to feel really good. Getting to do Blink Lady Deathstrike stuff with Electro is a ton of fun. Unfortunately, Blink and Lady Deathstrike are not really optional in this deck. You need ways to be able to clear this off the board, so that way you can She-Hulk plus Doctor Doom on the turn after you ramp up. And I will say that one of the big standouts from this deck in my mind was Miss Marvel plus Doctor Doom was really good in a lot of spots. Just like not having a lot of points on the board and then Doom slamming down and spreading out for her big hands to assist the Doom bots. Added a lot of points in a lot of places.